So we have another similar type of time and work problem. When I say similar, we had a very similar problem in this paper itself, this slot itself, using humans and robots, right? So this is a similar type. Just that in this case, you have inlet and outlet thing, filling and draining pipes. So you have the empty tank. By the way, when it comes to this filling and emptying types, you should be knowing this by now. Whatever is the total volume that needs to be filled for the tank, that is the same volume that needs to be empty also to empty the tank, right? So the total constructive work should be equal to total destructive work. In this case, that will not be that much relevant, but keep that in mind. That will be efficient in a lot of different processes. Even to some extent, this is relevant. If you're not understanding that and doing it, you're just taking guesses. That's it. So we have an empty tank which gets filled in 6 hours when six filling and five draining pipes are on. But this time becomes 60 hours if five filling and six draining pipes are on. So what we know is if there are six filling pipes and five draining pipes, so let's say these are the efficiencies F and D. This is doing a negative work. We're trying to fill the tank and this is draining. So this is doing a negative work. Then the total work will be completed in 6 hours. So this should be the total work, right? So 6F minus 5D is the efficiency contributed, or the amount of total amount of water pumped in effectively in each hour. So this completes in 6 hours. So obviously this should be the total work, right? The total work should also be 5F minus 6D into 60. Right. This should also be the total work. So because both are total work, that they're doing it in 60 hours, by the way, because both are equal work, so you can equate this, right? So as soon as you equate this, you can find that this goes off with 10. So let us reduce that much. Don't calculate with too much high coefficient. So we have 6F here and 50F on that side. So let me take the 6F on that side. So 50 minus 6, so that is 44F. You can write that in between step, but you should have a practice of not doing that. 60D must be coming on this side, so it does just take a difference. So 60D minus 5D, so that is 555D, right? So effectively, this is telling us that 4F is equal to 5D. 4F or 5D directly, yeah, we can substitute, right? So, but by the way, what are we looking for? One draining and two filling. So we have anyhow one draining and two filling. So let's not overcomplicate stuff. So we have 4F equal to 5D. So let's do this. F by D is equal to 5 by 4. So what I'm going to do next is this adjustment. I've discussed this in our classes. So I'll just consider the F to be 5 and D to be 4. So if I do that, the total work, by the way, comes out to be 6 into F, so 6 into 5 minus 5 into D, so 5 into 4 into 6. So this should be the total work, right? So this comes out to be 30 minus 20, that is 10 into 6, 60. So 60 units is the total work that we are completing. And we are looking for how much time will it take, how many hours will it take, provided there are two filling pipes and one draining pipe. So if there are two filling pipes on each hour, there will be 10 filled and one draining pipe, so there will be four emptied. So every hour we are filling in six effectively. We need to fill 60, so we will require 10 hours for that. So the answer here is 10. So pretty simple problem. You just need to relate these two total work ideas, and then once you have the relationship between the efficiencies, assume those as efficiency and work with it. Get the total work, and then whatever is the requirement, again do the same thing. So it's a very simple idea. You can just use this idea in a lot of different problems of this type. Whether both group of workers are doing a positive work, or one group is doing positive, another group is doing negative, it doesn't matter. You can apply this idea any which way. So that's it for this question. Roughly, I would say 1.5 to 2 minutes to solve this question. There is a bit of calculation. If you don't reduce the 6 and 60, you'll be dealing with higher coefficients. That would increase your time. Don't do that kind of things. So roughly 1.5 to 2 minutes to solve this question. I would say leave this for round two again. First round, don't try to get into these calculations and all. You're unnecessarily, as I mentioned in one earlier question analysis as well, one other questions analysis as well. If you do a calculative question in the first round of scanning, because of the pressure that you have not looked at each and every question as of now. it would actually take more time than it would have provided you have the confidence with you. So once you have completed one round of scanning, that you have done a certain number of questions and you have marked a lot of questions. So in that case, you have the confidence with you. So you know that okay, these number of questions are done with me. I have gone through the entire paper, and also that I know some of the questions are marked which I can solve next. So that confidence is very essential when it comes to competitive exams. So do it in round two. I would suggest, because there's a bit of calculation required. So that's it for this question. Hope you understood this. Thank you.